What most people won't tell you about deploying your own AI products is that it takes much more infrastructure and integrations than just to create that AI part. And I'm just talking about the technical side. If you're new to my channel, by the way, my name is Doga and I mostly talk about Python, machine learning, and artificial intelligence. So if you're into that and you want to learn them from me, you can go ahead and subscribe. Or like this video if you want to see more videos like this. Chances are when you first started learning about AI, you started on a single computer. And this computer, in a lot of ways, is your development place for the AI. For example, with your company, you could be helping manufacturing companies with detecting defects on a regular and frequent basis. Or you could be creating smart factories using video analytics for construction companies, hospitals, in your restaurants for analyzing the traffic, keeping people safe by determining safe areas. For example, this is especially true in construction. So any AI application around those applications that requires video and AI will require a similar structure with some modifications. For example, you may have seen this one on the internet on some competitions where manufacturing companies actually pay you a certain reward or a prize if you can effectively solve their manufacturing defect detection problem. For example, if they make 1,000 batteries for electric cars, how many of them are actually defectful and how can you detect them? And can you solve this problem with an AI? In this case, for example, you would need a development environment, which would be your workstation or desktop. You would also need some cameras connected to edge devices, other computers. You would also want to have an integrated connection between those two devices. And you would also want to have a dashboard where you can check things like what percentage of defectful items you have and how many of them are really successful products. And there's a high chance that you will want to store all of those data in somewhere in the cloud. So every time you want to check the data, you don't have to come down to the factory and go to the physical laptop or physical computer to check the statistics. And you will need a secure way to connect those things. And if you want to take action based on those results, for example, if there's 10 defective items, you may want to stop the manufacturing line and fix something, then you would need machine-to-machine communication protocols to actually make that a reality. And many companies are also aware of these problems. And today I want to introduce you to a solution that I recently discovered. And the solution is a product called Factory Solutions by Scalers AI. And it pretty much solves all the integration problems that we just talked about and does some more. Scalers AI, as they say on their website, aims to fast-track your time to revenue as an AI company. And they're not just trying to do it by themselves, but they actually partner with large companies such as Microsoft and Intel to bring you more integrated solutions. For example, in this case, with their product called Factory Solutions, they actually give you a template that has all these things pretty much integrated into them. For example, you would have a development machine, deployment machines that you can define and adjust depends on how many cameras you want, how many deployment machines you want or require, along with a Microsoft Azure integrated system where you can not only train your AI, but you can also keep all your metrics and data in one place. You also have a pre-set up dashboard, so it's a pretty much plug-and-play system where you can get the templates, customize according to your needs, and this way you can be up and running within a much shorter period of time, compared to spending weeks or even months trying to figure out which systems to integrate together. Another thing I really liked about their product is that it also comes with something called explainable AI. For example, if you have a defect detection AI, it doesn't only tell you how confident it is at its decision, whether the item you give it is defective or not, but it also tells you which part of the image it pays more attention while it's giving that decision. For example, if you were to inspect keyboards for defects, for example, you would check for cracks on the keyboard, it would not only tell you why this keyboard is defective, but it would also tell you, here's a crack, and that's why I think it was a defective one. And this way, if there's actually not a crack on your keyboard, you can take action on that and train your AI better to improve over time. The system is also tightly integrated with the OpenVNF framework in order to provide better deployment performance. On top of all of this, it also comes with something called Edge for Linux on Windows. And with this technology, you can actually run both Linux and Windows applications from the same Windows device. And that can actually make it much easier to integrate with your current infrastructure. And this is a pretty new solution, by the way. It's been released in the last couple of months, and it was only possible through a collaboration between large tech companies like Microsoft and Intel, along with their tight integrations with Scalers AI. Personally, it's been really exciting to learn about this product and what can you really do with it. They do not only have a well-documented repository, but they also have developer training videos on their YouTube channel as well. And I'll make sure to link to them in the description, along with the code repository and other useful links that I think will help you. Great thanks to Microsoft and Intel for sponsoring this video. As with all of my videos, all opinions are my own and my experience with them, and I really hope that you got some value out of this video. They also have a pretty entertaining augmented reality video, which I'll make sure to link down below as well. With that said, I'll see you in the next video.